It's not my problem if someone opens the door. They should have knocked first.
They gotta learn.
They throw a butt plug out there too.
Yeah, just add a little bit of flavor.
Come
Add
on,
a
the one
little
with
bit
the
of
tail.
spice. Ooh, what type of tail?
It's a purple one, foxtail.
Foxtail.
Ooh,
Yeah,
tasteful.
put it out there.
Foxtail or wolf tail?
Put it out there. All right, give that here. Give it. Then I'll get it.
I'll say something that Mandy has to remember is this isn't hers going on record, it's yours going on record.
You just throw it out there. Just do it.
Brothers dear. When's Mandy's birthday?
Oh,
Oh.
October 21st.
The Great American.
That's hilarious.
Address.
The what?
That's so funny. Mine's October 22nd. That's so funny.
I'm going to need y'all's shipping
This might
address.
mean-
Mandy's getting a late birthday present. Like a really late birthday present.
I got you. Yeah. I'll shoot you my address. Right now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, now I gotta find it on Amazon.
But yes.
Yeah.
If we are all ready,
Yeah.
we come back to everyone on the front patio of Budka's Meat Hut, traveling down the dirt path towards Cape Copper. You are 4 days into your journey now, and you have picked up a rather unusual sapling last episode.
Why the fuck do we have a tree now?
I was just doing as I was told.
I wanted a bush for my front porch. It grew a lot faster than I thought it would.
Is that so?
Obviously, now I can't kick it the fuck off.
Is there a leaf within reach?
You could probably hop up and grab one. It's like only an inch like difference in between the roof and the bottom of the canopy.
I hop
It's-
up to snag a leaf
Okay.
and I eat it.
Okay.
I was really hoping that was going to turn into like a Whomping Willow situation and just smack him right the fuck back down onto the ground.
Honestly, me too.
Sadly, it doesn't seem as if the tree reacts to taking a single leaf. At least
So
at this
far,
point.
not hostile.
So far.
Interesting. Who wants to take the next leaf?
Might I remind you, this is on my front porch, so, no.
Boring.
So I need Kronk and Tulio to give me a perception check.
Okay.
'Cause-
I'm actually good at that.
You should be. I think you two would be the only ones that may notice something.
15.
Okay.
24.
How high
Very
of a
nice.
perception do I need? Does
You
one
don't.
Check just to make sure I'm not cheating.
I mean, if you would like to move your camera into view without moving the die.
If it'll reach that far.
That's I see 19.
Yep.
Nice. You would notice that the cart is slowly getting faster comparative to the weight that it is. And Tulio, you notice there seems to be a trail behind the cart of water.
Kronk, I think something happened to the water skins again.
I think something
they
you brought
did
on
agree.
board is drinking it.
Well, I'm seeing a trail of water spilling out from the back currently.
That's
Saf, I
unfortunate.
need you to stop.
As
Is my
soon as
water
you
bucket
say
okay?
that, full heels dug into the ground, Saf stops and just turns and stares at you and is like, "Oh, the water?"
Yeah, the water.
So
So I
yes.
will get off and I will go and check the reserves.
As you walk around to the back to check your water canisters, you notice that in the same spot, something or someone has pried off your patch. Like, very obviously pulled off. But there doesn't seem to be any roots or vines or foliage or anything near this part of the cart yet.
Okay. I will walk back around to where everyone is. All right. Now, I'm not saying any of y'all did it, but which one of y'all motherfuckers?
I've been enjoying my bucket of water, sir.
Okay.
Let's say,
So we
Kronk,
have
as far
our
as you
first
know,
culprit.
everyone has stayed within sight since you've patched it.
Since the
Like,
patch.
everyone stayed on the
Okay.
porch from this point. Because this is right after getting away from the awakened tree.
Okay.
Like, there wasn't any rest or anything in between. We're just cycling straight through since it was only
Okay.
midday.
All right, Tulio. Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna patch this son bitch again, and you're gonna sit up there and you're gonna fucking shoot anyone who works with our water.
That is the general idea. I didn't know that it had been messed with, so whenever I saw that it was leaking, I had to let you know.
I appreciate it.
I noticed them fumbling with the water supply.
I'd
Yeah,
like
you
to
would be
know.
able to hear all this pretty easily. The
Okay.
cart is only like 40 feet long in total.
Hey, Kronk, how tightly are those water reserves sealed?
As tight as I can get them.
Just like a basic rain barrel collection system.
So like hand tight.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like
It's not
you know,
industrialized or anything, but it's more than good enough to collect and hold.
yeah.
Here's an idea that might prove beneficial if your water barrels are watertight. How about I smear some of my poisonous mucus on the barrels?
Well, I see all sorts of problems.
This is why I'm asking how tight is watertight?
Well, they used to be watertight, but now one has.
Now we've got leaks in it, so it's gonna
Yeah.
be not as watertight. And if I gotta put a patch on it, then that's still an area that is susceptible for leaks.
Unfortunate you don't have resistance to poison. And I go back to the front.
That
Cool.
frog. It's gonna turn out I'm gonna end up eating this little fucker.
So what would you like to do? You still have about half water reserves left.
I gotta patch it.
Cat. That'll take you about 30 minutes or so. Would anyone like to do anything in this time, or are we just fast tracking that?
I am resting.
Okay.
At least a short rest. But
I mean,
chilling
it's
on the
only
roof.
30 minutes, but yeah.
Yeah, just chilling on the roof, just relaxing after my little fight so I can recover some spell slots and shit.
Bet.
I'd like to take a scoop of water out of the bucket that I filled with water and dump it over my head.
Okay.
And then
I'd
go do a short rest on the front porch.
Okay.
I'd like to also tell my squirrel to sit there and watch the water.
Paso, you've been a little lackluster in using him lately.
Yeah, I have.
Mhm. Can I do a
Figured
perception
I'd
check
give
of
him
the
a
area?
Yeah, go for it.
7 plus 4. 11.
Paso, you don't really notice much around here. It really seems to be rather untouched woods. Very much overgrown, really just has this like finer coarse dirt path essentially that y'all are following that's about 2 cart lengths wide, so you take up like just over half of it.
Do I notice how well trodden, like, has there been recent, or is it a little bit overgrown path?
It's a little overgrown. The Mudkid's Meat Hut is definitely leaving the most fresh tracks within months.
Okay. I look over at Saf and I ask Saf, you notice anyone other than us getting close to the cart?
There may have been 1 or 2, but it may have also just been a squirrel or a bird just fluttering
Nothing,
by.
nothing tasty looking?
I'm not really looking to eat anything except for what's in the hut, honestly. What's already dead might as well be consumed.
Fair point, fair point. All right, I go back to resting on the porch.
Okay.
Kiki.
So yes, with the cart patched, or the water barrels patched, the area looked over by our lovely Frogger boy. Would we like to continue?
Yep.
All right, Sif. Let's get going.
And with a trot and a tread, you went on ahead. So as you're moving through, about 30 minutes go by, and I need Tulio to give me a perception check. Beat 10.
I got a 15 again.
Wonderful.
He's got loaded dice.
No, I just have a +5 to my rolls.
Close enough to a loaded dice.
So,
Yeah.
as you're traveling along through the woods, the trees start to get a little bit denser and a little bit more overgrown to a proper tunneling area. And as you're passing through here, you don't have much room between you and like the foliage and the cart roof. However, you do notice something or someone trying to go at the water barrels again. You have a moment to react as they try
I'm
to
gonna
do so.
immediately stab at it with my spear.
Okay, roll to hit.
Well, I'm probably not gonna hit. 11, 12, that's a 12.
Okay, no, you hit. So as you go to stab, you notice that this thing that you've perfectly speared through is nothing more but a wooden doll of a squirrel. And it just lays there, lifeless, with each joint articulated, but limp.
Did you just kill my fucking squirrel?
No, this is a wooden doll squirrel.
Oh, okay.
And you don't know this yet. You're still on the front porch.
Kronk? I found something really weird, and I honestly really don't. It's kind of giving me the creep. It's kind of giving me the creeps.
I make my way inside and then up through the hatch.
As you like open the hatch, you hit the foliage as it just crests over. So like there's really not much space up there, and you just see him like crouched there, fully extended with the wooden
Okay.
thing on his spear.
It's wood and it's moving, and I don't like it.
It's more of twitching. It's
And it
not
was
so much
going
moving
after
so
the
much.
waters. It was moving, and it was going after our water barrels.
Toss it to me. I'll catch it.
I'll like take my spear and just like move the thing over towards him so that way it stays impaled on it for now.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to catch or touch it.
So he just like
Nope.
slowly brings it all the way around until the blade's like right here next to you, with just this wooden doll that's like barely twitching, trying to articulate, but like is stuck.
What in the hell? A clockwork marionette looking motherfucker. I guess I'll pull it
I
off
don't like it.
with
Please
my
get it away
hand.
from me.
And I guess I'll look at it or study it for a second.
Okay, give me an investigation roll.
$12.
So as you look over this wooden doll and inspect it closer, you notice at each joint there are small concentric runes carved in, almost as if they are the thread connections between each joint, or like muscle strand points of connection. And you notice a almost what looks like a crest or a shop sigil on the tail, but you don't quite recognize it or can understand it.
You said it's on the tail?
Yeah. It's like on the underside of the tail.
Okay, I'd like as carefully as I can to rip the tail off of this thing.
Okay. I'll say it just like pops off like a wooden doll
Okay.
would with
And
like
then
rounded joints.
is it still like squirming?
It's still twitching, but it's not making like full movements, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Well, I guess I'll put the tail in my bag and
Can we burn it, please?
I guess I'll grab the head and pull that off.
Okay.
And then I'll crush the body in my hand.
Give me a strength check for that.
All right.
Beat
I got this.
a 18.
Beat an 18.
An 18.
Fuck me. Did I beat it? No, 17.
So
So
as you go
close.
to
Some stress
crush
cracks.
it, there are a few stressed cracks, but for the most part, the arms and like any joints that are still connected just like pops off of it. Like a little ejecto button. But like the center of the chest
The stress
has a
volume.
few stress fractures.
And then I toss the head at Tulio and say, catch.
Would I notice this going on right now?
You would probably hear the commotion, but you wouldn't have any direct visual of this. Because I would assume you'd either be inside or in the...
Chilling on the porch, still dinking
Yeah.
away at my hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
Can
nothing's
I
quite...
do a quick cantrip of green flame blade on my weapon and then like stab at the head since he tossed it to me?
Sure. Roll to
Does he have
hit
enough time
and
for
be...
that?
I was about to say, it would be a reactionary strike. It would be no harder than catching it, per se.
Okay.
Because
I
it
more
is
just
an
want to
attuned
catch it on
weapon.
fire.
Yeah, he wants to destroy it, which I'll give it to him.
Let's see, that's a 6 and then with a +9, so 6.
So yeah, you would
15.
effectively skewer it and catch it on
Good.
wonderful green fire.
I don't like this thing.
It's
Wait.
just a wooden puppet.
What's attached to the wooden puppet?
Well, something was controlling it, and I don't trust it or whatever was controlling it because it's going after our water.
Tyler, peacocking over there.
Meta pigeon. I have a high arcana. Runes.
That don't necessarily mean shit here.
They don't. You're in a different land, son.
About to say that might have
You're
meant
used
something
to.
at home, boy. But you also wouldn't have that background, so that's why it's about a pigeon. He thinks he's being smart.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if there's a chance, if someone else hasn't already thought about trying to read the fucking runes that Buford doesn't know about because he's chilling on the porch and no one said shit.
I mean, there is one person that might be able to read it, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
So,
Like, even
and
if
with
my
the head
whole-
destroyed now, the body with the stress fractures, and I'm really trying to decide whether the limbs that popped off are still on the roof, because in my mind the roof is like slightly domed,
Yeah,
feel.
so I figured
So it
they
just
would have
like,
popped off and kind of fallen away.
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. So
I don't
most
like
of the
that there's so
runes are
many
gone
pieces of this
now
thing
anyway.
alive.
I was about to
figured.
say, you
I'm
got
sure where there's one, there will be more.
there might be
I
more.
don't like that.
There's
It's a
always a
squirrel.
bigger one.
There are gonna be more squirrels.
But
It's a
yes,
squirrel for
Probably.
now.
And probably birds and bugs, and you better keep an eye out, Tulio. This is all on you now, bud.
but yes, you have
I'll get the frog. And I
successfully
shut the door.
saved the water supply at this point. You still have, I'd say, a barrel and a half after noticing and then patching. Like it flowed out pretty well, but not too long. And yeah, can I get another perception check from Tulio?
Oh no. 7.
Oh, that's perfect, honestly. So
Hold on, I got someone knocking on my door. IRL.
It's a
you're good.
5-0.
Might be.
I'm calling it now meta. It's a Kankaro problem. If you're not weeaboo enough,
I was about to say I don't recognize that.
Naruto.
It's not. Oh, the sand puppet jutsu.
That's what I was thinking.
Could be something similar.
It's a marionette. It's wood, so that's all
Or-
I need to know is it's a type of marionette, and I
Okay.
can fucking.
My little cousin was over. I came over to see my brother because it was his birthday yesterday.
Oh, bet.
Jaden, by the way, not Justice.
Ah. I was about to say, I thought Justice had his birthday.
Justice is in July.
Yeah.
With what?
But yeah, didn't see a thing.
Well, actually,
hold on, boys. I gotta check on something. I think there's been a wreck out in front of my house. Hold on.
Jesus tits.
Good
I
God.
know,
Earth
man.
crash
It's
of the
been
night.
an exciting
Bro,
night for
today's been
everyone.
fucking insane.
Apparently.
And I'm off in the hinterlands just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I'm catching up on shows.
That's fair. As long as you have
Oh.
time.
I cleared out Grandpa's garage. We now have full access to the lift. And it's
Oh.
working.
Ossie's been putting some good time over at Grandma Dean's.
That's awesome.
On beat. Next weekend I can go out and help. I just gotta
should be
work.
able to
I
next
gotta get an
weekend.
oil change in on the Geo. It'll be time next weekend.
Fair.
Okay,
My
yeah,
3-month mark.
roll it in. It'll be the first one on the lift since Grandma had the T-bird up on it.
Yee. Best say Loki, I need to do oil too. But yes, as you are standing there keeping watch, you notice another wood puppet, but of a larger size, dash across the road. However, it didn't seem to make contact this time with the cart, and it seemed to be faster.
It's a bugbear. We're fucked.
And now it's just off into the woods.
Back into, yeah, as far as you can
Okay.
tell.
Out again. Traveling down these creepy roads, we go on the road.
Fuck, there's something else here and it's bigger.
I'm gonna prep my blowgun and some darts in my mouth.
I'm gonna grab Mr. Hurdy-Gurdy.
Guys, I would go for something that's like I would go for something you can smash stuff with. The last one was wood.
All right. I'm going. Can I grab Oog without dying?
You could grab his like armor and such, because he would have like full plate armor except for his hands, face, and
Nope,
maybe
Okay,
my
feet.
hands. My hands
I-
have gloves. I have gloves.
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
that's right. He did
Okay,
get gloves.
so I could grab a hold of him and fucking throw him
Theoretically,
up
yes.
onto the roof. Okay, then that's what I want to do.
I
Okay.
put my blow darts away and I pull out my knives.
Do you
I'm
want to
gonna
pull
give
them
you a
out?
boost up there, bud.
Okay.
And
That- Okay. So yes,
right
Oog
through
is
the
now.
ceiling of the cart.
What is happening to me?
I was about to say I thought Oog was out on the porch, so you could throw him like up over where there isn't the hangover.
Foliage. Yeah.
Yeah, because the foliage is only underneath the hangover. It didn't extend it unless you moved it out underneath there. Right now it's like a
Okay.
perfect match to underneath your current pavilion,
Yeah.
essentially.
Awning.
Awning, thank you, that was the word I was looking for. So yeah, you could just yeet Oog up there on the like
That's what I'm gonna do.
3
Ooh.
feet that you have clear. So yes, Oog is on the roof with Tulio, and I need both of you to give me a perception check. Let's see if you can spot him.
No, I just rolled a fucking 2, so that's
Oof. Yeah, that's
7 again.
Oh, a 7 again?
Yeah,
Ugh.
because it's a 5 plus 2.
27.
Okay, so Oog, you would be able
Thank God
to see
someone
this.
smart's up here.
You'd be able to see this pretty clearly, but you see a wooden cat dash for the water real quick. You have a moment to react and intercept. How would you like to do so?
How far out is it?
20 feet from where you landed on the roof. You're like halfway in between the front and the back.
And my movement speed is 25.
I believe so. Your movement speed,
Yeah,
yes,
walking is
25.
25 feet.
Yep.
So
You'd be
I'd
able
like
to
to-
clear it. It would move.
I like to, in one move, since I already have my knives out, I'm gonna leap out and stab Force neck.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure you can even leap as a extra action. Yeah,
Yeah.
because of your race. It's
It's
over
a
here
decent-
somewhere.
He's using that frog power.
Yeah, using them froggy legs. But yes, as you pounce towards it, you would get into grappling range for your strike with advantage.
Hell yeah.
15 plus.
Roll twice, take the biggest.
Yeah, you got advantage.
Still 15 plus 18.
18 total or plus 18?
Plus 18.
Plus 18.
Correction,
Holy
plus 4.
There you go.
Okay,
Oh.
I was gonna be like,
That sounds
18, holy
more
shit.
correct. I have your character sheet, bitch. There's a reason I have copies these days. Okay,
Just
that
like
makes
you for the win
sense.
sometimes.
I'm gonna tackle.
Fascinating. So yes, you
My knives
successfully.
are already out, so it's a tackle with knives going forward.
Yeah, you were rolling to attack and you hit, roll damage with both knives. So whatever those are. Is one of them your vicious dagger?
Yes.
Or is it
yes,
just
it
your
is.
basic knives that you both have?
No, one is the vicious dagger, and the other one is the basic.
Fair. Bet.
So
No. You
my
should actually
vicious
have a
dagger
better
gets
plus than me.
where's that?
Go to your all for actions.
There it is. Vicious dagger is +8.
Yeah. It's a +8, but it's 1d4 plus 5 piercing damage regular. +8.
So 4, 5, 6. $17
Very
for
nice.
piercing damage
Yeah.
on the vicious dagger, and then regular dagger would be
A D4 plus 3.
that'd be a 5. And does it get an extra? Does it get any other piercing damage modifier?
Not if it's the regular dagger.
Okay, then yeah, it's just 5 for the regular dagger.
So as you go and pierce and successfully tackle this wooden cat, how would you like this to happen?
Well, my vicious dagger would be going for the back of its neck. Regular dagger would be going for the top of its head. And as the knives hit, the one in the neck would be rotating through the neck. An action to just chop it straight off his shoulders.
But so what I see happening with how these things are built, as you leap towards it and land on its back with one knife piercing like right between the where the shoulder blades
Pierce.
would be. Yeah,
Ooh.
pierce. The other blade goes directly into the skull, and you just try to jump, and you sever the head, popping it out of its socket, the wooden socket,
Mm-hmm.
but also having the other, essentially the rest of the cat on your other blade. However, you are now standing behind the cart as it's walking away. Saf isn't going super
Saf!
fast. You could definitely run, but you might have to sprint and get an assist to get on, since you're only 25 feet walking speed.
Gronk, Oog jumped off.
I sprint back towards the cart and start yelling at them, "Hold the cart and catch this catch I got!"
So
Sarah,
since
can you
he's
slow down
running
a little bit?
If he could hear me singing earlier, he can have bardic inspiration.
So this just seems funnier in my head. So
That's
as the
fine.
frog is like running along, full like windmill running Sonic version, not very fast. He's just barely trailing as Saf is just like doing a light saunter along the trail, and as soon as Kronk pipes up, Saf almost stops, but not really. It's more of a brake check, and
Bonk.
yeah, Oog gets bumped by the what would be bumper and kind of just like falls onto the back where the water storage is.
All right, full speed.
Throw the head of the cat at Kronk.
I'll
Catch.
pull it. I'm imagining his feet are dangling.
Yeah.
I'll pull him the rest of the way on.
Okay. That'd be on the back of the cart, though. Weren't you up on the front deck?
I thought I was sitting on the back porch dinking away.
Yeah,
Were you on
he
the
was-
back porch?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
thought
he was
front
on the
wasn't
back
seeing anything
porch.
going on in front of the trailer.
That's fair.
I was on the front porch before I got thrown.
Yeah, you got thrown up onto the roof, and then you jumped off to murder the wooden cat.
Idiot.
Which, yes, you now have that. And you are back on the cart.
I flicked the head of the cat off of my knife yes, off the tip
Didn't
of the
Ed
knife
guess?
At Kronk.
at Kronk. I'm
Is
trying not to
Kronk
throw
on the
knife at
back
you.
porch or is he on the front
Jesus
porch?
Christ, someone check Austin. He's had a stroke.
Nah, it's just a couple drinks. This is normal
I'm,
still.
I'm only 2 in.
Exactly, this is still normal.
I catch it.
Was Kronk on the back porch or were you up front?
I would have been on. Ooh, I would have been
Yeah.
on the side porch.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The front porch for you. Front
Fine, I
slash
walk
side.
forward and then flick the head of the cat at Kronk.
You would have to walk through the house or through Mudka's through the back porch entrance,
Mhm.
which is through his room realistically and then out to the front.
Man, you really just want to walk, don't you?
Apparently.
I mean,
need to
he
work
has
off.
things on his knives and he has to carry the knives because he can't sheathe
to-
them.
I gotta show off my kill.
Exactly.
Or capture. However you want to look at it.
So, how do you walk through so excited
A
about your most
locked
recent
door.
kill? Well, no, I would say the door's probably unlocked
The back
realistically
door.
because you haven't had to lock anything for a year.
Right, but now I'm traveling.
Yeah, but you never told me you locked it.
Well, that's
Touche.
fair. That's fair. Alright, that's fair.
Plus, what type of
That
lock would
is-
we be talking about here whenever, yeah, you were...
It'd probably be a simple just bolt lock.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, so he'd probably be able to get in, or anything with a decent intelligence and allowed. Because you do have extra things on that cart, obvi.
That's true.
But-
And I would assume that everyone would have access to get in to the cart if I'm traveling with them.
At this point, yeah, whenever you gave permission to Tulio, technically he's the only one that will find your bed comfortable since you gave him access. But everyone can access your room in case of emergency. Jaffiel.
Okay.
But yes, Oog walks through and flicks the head over to Kronk as he catches it. What would you like to do with the cat head?
Where's our bard?
The bard is chilling on the back deck as far as I knew next to the water supply. Practicing his hurdy-gurdy. I would say it's only partial inspiration.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk out to the bard. Right. Hand him the cat head. Here's an ornament to put on your instrument.
Would you like to mount the cat head to your hurdy-gurdy and modify it?
Is it just like a carved wooden cat head?
Mm-hmm. You could inspect it and maybe find out more.
I would like to inspect it for like weirdness or a way that I could find to like turn it into like a charm type thing.
Give me an investigation.
Investigation. Well, tits.
I'd like to start just
Ooh.
assembling and investigating the rest of the cat body on the side of the
Have
porch.
proficiency, so
Give me a dexterity check, Osti.
20. Dirty 20.
Plus 8.
You would notice that this cat head has, again, almost like a maker's mark or a symbol carved into its forehead. And it almost seems as if it has the proper airways for nostrils through the head.
Okay. But not like a spine or anything. It's just a socket. It's not a hole. Okay. Sinuses.
It seems almost as if it's hollow.
Um, I guess I'll cut like a foot off my silk rope in my backpack and try and make a loop out of it and string it through the nose. And then I'll hang it off my tuning pegs, I guess,
Okay.
if I can get that to work.
Yeah, that'd be easy enough. Now, were you trying to like magically attune it? And did I misunderstand or?
No, I
Okay.
just literally put a lanyard on it so it just dangles
Okay. Yeah,
like
that's
a kitschy girl's phone charm.
yeah. That'd be easy enough.
Like I don't think. Mm, I don't think I have anything to sensory effect, instantly light, snuff out candle, instantly clean or soil, make chill warm or flavor,
I say if
color
Austin,
or a
you told me
mark.
your role, I
Yeah.
didn't hear it. Sorry.
Oh. Create a non-magical trinket. Apparently, prestidigitation could help me.
Yeah.
Like, make it look more professional, I guess. But
Anyway, Asti, what was your roll?
17.
So yeah, you successfully sever each limb and like, yeah, it's just a doll with articulated limbs. Same as the last with small runes at each nerve point that would have like an articulation.
Do I have any understanding of what these runes could hint towards?
No, you would not be able to understand them.
Hmm.
It would be somewhat similar to the Elvish you've seen before, but it's not quite Elvish.
Okay. I'd like to find some string and string them up separately.
Okay. You would have to drill a hole in wherever you would want the rope to go, since each of these jointed sockets are like just the round joints of like bionicles, just pop sockets,
Um,
but wood.
I will be
see.
right back running to the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me check my inventory. See. I'll take out one of my arrows. Let me see if I got something better.
Kronk might have some drilling tools in the hut. Basic wood tools.
Wait, I have a tinder box. So that means I should have a rope drill.
Yeah, I'd give that to you. I'd say that's
I,
canon enough. Have a bow, spark.
yep, I use the rope drill and some of the like gritty dirt and sand on the ground as an abrasive after
Mm-hmm.
after I carve out a small divot in one of the ends where I want to put the rope. And then I slowly add more grit as I slowly drill through the limbs and the body.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I thread through the strings, and now I have a wind chime.
Alrighty.
Kronk, can I hang this new wind chime up?
How hideous does it look?
I don't know. You be the judge.
I was about to say, how did you make this wind chime, Austin? You're the one that has to describe it.
I
I am
took the
returned.
body, and I put a hole straight through it, and then a hole at... Well, is there still string left over where I separated it?
I would say you have 50 feet of rope in your adventurer's packer and just in general lying around, so you have at least that much string with how many threads you can make from that.
I just made a small loop that goes through the main body, and then I had all 4 limbs hanging off the 4 areas. 4
So you just like elongated
corners.
its limbs to be
So they.
dangly.
It sounds like it's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
And well, I appreciate it, but I don't think it's something my customers would find entertaining. But I'll put it up inside.
You could probably sell to someone that's eccentric later on.
Good idea.
Put
Like
an
the way you
obnoxiously
think.
high price on it just so you know a dumbass will buy it.
Where's your junk drawer or a trash heap?
I think that's called the furnace.
We burn trash, but you know that because you've been here for 4 fucking days.
Yeah, but I don't think we want to burn this. It has funny symbols on it, and last time I burned something with funny symbols on it, it didn't go well.
That's fair.
So unless you know what these say, I'm not gonna try and burn it because we might die.
That's it. The only one that might recognize it is Tulio.
Yeah.
I'm on the roof.
And yeah, he's on the roof.
And he won't get anywhere near these fucking things.
That's what I found so hilarious. Whenever he was like, "Nah, I don't like these things," I'm like, "Huh." That's great.
Pussy.
Which, I mean, fair.
Julio so far has been very generally creeped out by magic he doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Hey Tyler, on a side note, are you awake?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought we just lost him and he was gonna be on a fucking call all night.
Nah.
Wake up in the morning and he's still on.
Oh, the other side note is it worth it to get a Humvee truck?
Yes. No. No, it's not.
I didn't think so.
If you're
No.
getting surplus prices for like a couple $100, that's about it.
Max $1,500.
I would know like 1,000 is your max for if
Yeah.
you want a legit retired surplus Humvee. 1,000 is the max because
I know they're rough.
repairs are going to be expensive.
There's so much work we'd have to do.
The mechanics do to them.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
say we
I
wouldn't even do that.
wouldn't really do the repairs according to what is original. I just do the repairs of what I can find in my scrapyard.
Well,
Which is fair.
I mean, that's fair. You could probably find most of the parts.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd
And
probably also come with a TM that would tell you how to fucking fix it and all that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the owner's manual that we could print off if we really wanted to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, the
For
thing is,
free.
the only thing I want it for is the frame and the suspension.
Oh, then yeah, fuck it.
Because after that, I'd probably just get a cat motor and drop it in, and then put in a manual setup.
Yeah,
with a
that wouldn't be bad.
with like
We'd want to fix the suspension.
fix the suspension, reinforce the frame, and then put a 4-stick transmission.
Back to the game.
Back to the game.
I was
But
just getting ready
yes.
to say that.
So
We were on-
Tulio's still on the roof. So who is where?
I'm on the roof.
Back port.
I mean, if they really need me to read it, I'll read it, but
But say you're probably the only one that would understand them, and that would mostly just tell you who they might be from, or at least who made them. However, that is more of
Yeah, that's up to them to
Something.
try to convince me on that.
Yeah. Because we now have a
Oh.
cat
Well,
wood wind chime. And
Alright, well, I'm gonna take this wind chime. I'm gonna crawl through the roof. I'm gonna go and talk to Tulio.
okay.
Hey, bud.
I'm just gonna shudder whenever I see the wind chime.
do it. I'm holding it behind my back so he doesn't see it.
At first.
Not yet. It's coming though. The shudder is coming.
So I'm standing there like this, right? I got it behind my back. I got a question for you, bud. Can
Okay.
you read any of these weird symbols on this thing? And I hold it up and put it in his face a little bit.
You recognize that they are celestial runes. The only known individuals that would use such runes would be the Erdwin.
Erdwin?
Yeah. You might have a slight past or history with them in reference.
Okay.
However, you might also be able to.
Yeah, fuck. I now remember exactly what that is. No, I honestly have no idea what that is.
Are you sure?
Completely.
Give me a deception check and a perception check.
Respectively speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Insight check.
Yeah, you would be within earshot, Buford. If you would like to, you can do an insight check to see who's like
22.
ho
10.
You completely
got you.
believe him. Buford, what you
Now
roll?
hold on. Hold on.
11. So yeah, you think just some odd symbols. Nobody knows what the fuck they are.
I'm just listening to a conversation. I can't see what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Now
I mean, you would
I'd
hear
like
them say, "Do you know what these weird symbols are?" So like, you know what's
Like, must be
happening,
weird
but
symbols.
yeah.
Right. So I'd like to pull Tulio as close to me as I can and hold this thing right like this. Right? So he's like right.
I'm just like trying to wiggle away from it as
It's
as
not
hard as I can. I'm
happening.
like, I don't like this thing.
All right, bud. So here's the thing. I'm gonna need your help to find someone who can help me fucking read these so we can find who did this and we can tell them to knock this shit off.
Damn it.
I'd like to roll that as a persuasion.
Go for it.
Or intimidation.
Maybe, yeah, well, hold on.
I was about to say for
Or
Kronk,
seduction.
No, persuasion.
persuasion, yeah. That would be your best bet.
19.
He's very, very persuasive. Tulio, give me a con check, I guess? I can't think of.
Dirty 20, 15 plus 5.
Ooh. You have
Somebody
no
getting
reason to
dirty.
go against him. You have no reason to lie to him, is all I can really say for that. There's
Yeah.
no reason for it, but you definitely can if you want at this point.
I will 100% help you.
Thank you. Now let's stop whoever the fuck's trying to take our water.
Agreed.
You sure you can't
So,
read this?
Absolutely positive.
Dang.
Actually, Kronk, you would have another translator at your disposal. Now that I think about it.
Oh no.
Hey, Sif, I got a question for you.
Saf's snake tail, like,
God fucking
starts looking up towards you that you're on the roof. I don't know if this is the one you're looking for, though.
Oh. Ooh, that was gross.
Delicious.
Right? Can any of your heads read what this says? And I hold it up to him.
As the snakehead investigates and looks closely, I can recognize Celestial, but I'm more of the Underdark known. I haven't read something of this nature in many, many years. So, no, I have no clue who Erwin may be.
What are you for me?
I can't do nothing. I'm on the wrong end of the trailer, so
Yeah, I was about to say this
I'm
conversation
waiting for
Buford wouldn't
progress.
hear.
Oh,
Stop
right.
ass.
Alright,
You got a
well,
name.
It's okay. Hold on. Wait. Give me that name again. My fucking. I'm sorry.
Do you need to drink
From
more or less?
the
Yes,
translation
more.
that you got Erwin or Aragon or Urigan, something of that nature.
Okay.
Paragon. Teriyaki.
Teriyaki Aragon.
Teriyaki. Got it. All right.
Tarragon origami.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right.
Ooh,
So with that,
origami
I'm gonna
teriyaki.
head back to Tulio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Saf says she can read kind of it, so it says like tarragon or some kind of spice or some shit like that.
I'm loving this.
Okay.
I'm
That does
entertained.
not ring a bell.
I'm entertained that Tyler's tucking himself in.
Right?
I gotta get my glow in the dark blankie to let it charge.
Definitely not just gonna pass out in like 30 minutes.
Oh, I probably will.
Okay. Well, can I tell that he's lying to me?
Well, that one I'm not lying. Like,
I was about to say
actually.
Okay.
that one wasn't a lie. So,
If you get an
no,
insight
you don't
check,
have
we
any
get
idea.
an answer.
I'm being truthful.
I'll say, what other source of information would you have?
My
You're thinking
my
it.
all right. I'm gonna call my squirrel.
Give me a nature roll or animal handling to call him in, since it's already befriended.
19.
So how would you call in your squirrel?
Do
Because
what?
he's often. How would you call in your squirrel? Because you already gave him one command.
Okay. So you guys seen the Johnny Depp Willy Wonka?
Mm.
Right? When he calls in the fucking Oompa Loompas. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Shut the door. Well, why'd you open the door, Mandy? My dog's an asshole.
So as you do your call into the trees, out pops out your little squirrel. Squeak, squeaker, squeak.
Squeak, squeaker, squeak. And then I hold up the fucking thing.
The squirrel gets close and sniffs it. Squeak, squeakum, squeak, squeaker, squeak. Squeak, squeakum, squeak. Squeak, squeak, squawk.
Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeaker. Squeaking.
Squeak, squeakity, squeak.
Squeak.
And he jumps directly back into the trees, like airborne flying squirrel without the flaps somehow. Because it's totally a red squirrel that's following you.
My
Red
squirrel's
fox
gonna
squirrel.
feather fall.
Shh.
The squirrel's gonna be fine, even if it's not a flying squirrel.
Don't mess
That's
with the
fine.
squirrels, Joe.
Did you know a squirrel
Um,
can survive a fall at fucking terminal velocity? I'm sure he's fine.
Only way the squirrel can die from a height is from starvation. And that is quite the height, indeed, if he can die from starvation.
I'd say lack of oxygen.
That'll do it too.
Or burning up in the atmosphere.
Actually, it's been proven
Actually,
that it
no.
was hunger.
Hunger?
Hunger.
It-
Die of starvation before it hits the ground at a high enough velocity to kill it.
Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun. I need to find an artificer. I have a squirrel. I need to find an artificer. Oh.
So, am I the only one that notices there's a magical... Oh, party time. Click to disable.
Party time?
What?
It's a weird button in the top right corner of the D&D Beyond. Like, it's blank space. Like, above the anvil. If you put your cursor up there, you'll see.
Where's this?
Go to your D&D Beyond page.
I am.
Move your cursor above the go to builder anvil. Move it up into that section where it says like collections and game rules, and you'll
Okay.
get a Technicolor wizard that just pops up out of nowhere. Anywho, DM.
Yes.
I would like to crumble a bit of my rations next to me on the back deck
Mm-hmm.
and see if a so far unutilized feathery friend shows up, or do you want me to like find him and catch him type thing?
Feathery friend?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
My tiny beast that is in my extras.
Honestly, I completely forgot about what the...
You let me pick up a raven. I haven't used it for
Okay.
anything.
I was about to say, I honestly just forgot.
That's fine, because I don't
Oh,
got
you had
nothing for him to
Nightwing.
do. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if you want to call him in, you can.
I'm just gonna feed him, yeah. Let him
Bet.
go back to, because I'll be honest, the plans I have to utilize him is the same as my character. There's not much for me to do right now. Other than play my hurdy-gurdy and provide mood music for the party.
And you do a really shitty job at that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm just a 17-year-old half-orc that just wandered off the ranch, just trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. So, makes sense.
We'll give you that.
Like some random bard gave me a hurdy-gurdy when I did a good job, mad for some fucking reason. No.
He doesn't
I'm
even
being
know
a
why he has a
17-year-old
hurdy-gurdy.
douchebag. I'm just wandering around with a hurdy-gurdy trying to see what happens. Hey,
Right. Who are we waiting on?
Me, I'm trying to give you information in your squirrel chat.
Hmm?
Do you get a whole chat in the
Do what?
squeak squeak 'em? Check squeak squeak
Oh.
'em.
Is
Fuck.
that supposed to be available to everybody?
No.
No, it's not supposed to be. I don't have the settings proper.
That's fine.
It doesn't really matter,
I
realistically.
may wax eloquently to my new cat charm, like
Mm-hmm.
Shakespearean style. If I'm bored of playing the hurdy-gurdy, start
Fair.
doing soliloquies.
What soliloquies would you know as a farm boy half orc? Please.
Ranch. I'm the rancher's son. I do have a decent education.
Yeah, I'm asking you to inform us and recite a few,
To
please.
be or not to be. My little feline friend, were you a true creature of magical upbringing? Or were you just
All right, and I burst through and interrupt him immediately.
So as he's reciting his soliloquies, the eyes do start to glow in a golden form, but as soon as you interrupt it, it just blanks, and he doesn't actually see any of it because his eyes were shut while he was reciting it. He was in the zone. So you would have noticed a quick glow, Kronk, but then it would have faded so quickly that you're like, whatever, it was a light shaft or some shit.
Huh. Anyway, my squirrel has told me that it's a local Genasi tribe that's attacking us with these wooden marionette things. It's time to go and kick some ass. And Tulio
why are we gonna go pick on the locals?
taking my water.
So
Well,
we're going to
I'm
start a
not getting
war
off the
over
wagon,
water.
so if it happens to roll that direction, I'm not stopping it. So
That's fair. You are kind of chicken shit.
Or,
they haven't done shit to me.
question, am I close enough to hear this conversation going on?
Yeah, I'd say. Where are you two right now?
He interrupted me, so he should be on the back porch with me.
Okay.
So I'd
I was
still
just.
be on the front.
Yeah, so you'd probably be able to hear murmurs of this, but not quite clear conversation.
I wander over to him to listen in.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I catch the
Tessa,
words,
if
we're going to
anything,
go
you
to
could just
march.
step off the front porch and then jump back on the back porch.
Yes, I'm going to jump off a tree, and then jump back on.
If you want to do something that fancy, you gotta give me an acrobatics roll, bud.
Actually, perception check first before I jump. Is there a tree close enough that I could rebound back onto the trailer? Back onto the wagon?
Yes, that I would give you. I just want an acrobatics check real quick to make sure I'm not just letting you
Okay.
do whatever you want. The dice have to have a say.
Oh my god, this is gonna
Acrobatics
be
would be
hilarious.
dexterity.
Yeah.
You could have decent decks if I remember your character right. Like it's not garbage.
15.
Yeah. I was only requiring a 13 for this. So yeah, how would you like to do this? Just like jump out, grab a branch, chill on the trunk, and then jump back, or like what you thinking?
I'm going to bounce out, land feet first, and then just rebound back, diagonaling towards the back porch to grab onto Kronk. I have gloves on, so
You
I'm
do
not
have
going to
gloves
kill him.
on. No, that
So
wasn't
you're
what I
not
was
gonna.
thinking. I was thinking more of the impact. Kronk, how would you react to that? Because like he's smaller than you, but like he's still dense and has armor on.
Well, hi there.
What's this about not charging people for taking our water?
That's what I said. We gotta go and unfortunately whoop someone's ass because they've been stealing from us. And I'm
How
just
about
not
we
gonna
take
tolerate
them a
that.
receipt? How about we take them a bill for the water they've been taking and take their money instead?
like that idea too.
And then if they refuse, then we take everything they own. Create a valid reason as to why we're pillaging or reacquisitioning resources that after they took our resources.
Now I'm gonna look at Tulio one more time.
I'm upstairs. I'm on the roof.
Yeah,
Are you
he's still on the roof.
No, I'm on the roof.
Is he close
That's why
enough?
I'm giggling, is because technically I can hear you guys, but I'm on the roof.
Yeah.
Close enough for me to like reach up and grab?
No.
No.
You're not quite
Oh,
that big,
God.
hun.
Thank
Remember,
God.
your roofs are still like 13 foot high from the bottom of the crest. Then it
Okay.
like domes over, so you have like a solid 14 foot at this highest point.
Can I jump up, grab it, and jump and
Maybe if he's close to the edge, but that's up to him at this point. He's had free movement for a moment. He's just been bound to the roof.
I guess I'd be close enough to be hearing them, so I wouldn't be too far away.
I'd say within 10 feet, but that's definitely outside of grapple range, even if he's at the edge.
Okay.
damn.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Because, like, you're not trying to be quiet and it's in open air areas.
Right, and like it's very obvious that I'm on the roof because that's where I've
Yeah.
been this entire fucking time.
I was about to say, you're not hiding from nothing or no one, so you're not trying to snoop, but you're just chilling.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. It's fine, guy.
Chilling and snickering.
Yeah. General thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Yeah,
your
let's go.
thoughts?
I mean, if someone's been taking stuff from us, then we should get restitution. I will say that I am kind of surprised that there is a tribe of Genasi around here, though.
Didn't
Just
necessarily
them.
say it was close, just said it was the local tribe.
Mm-mm.
Which could also technically mean town or small village.
Why would you be surprised that the Genasi aren't local?
No, I was just surprised that there are local Genasi. There aren't very many on the other continent.
Well, maybe that because they're over here.
You guys are aware that I'm a Genasi, right?
Oh shit!
Sir, I've been enjoying the new world so much that I didn't even bother to look at you.
Oh, so that's
The
what you
one-
are. I kind of forgot to ask.
I was just enjoying your company. I didn't bother asking what species you were.
Going on foot? Are we, or is
So yeah, there aren't that many on the other continent, so just a little surprised that there's a local tribe.
Because I will
Right.
say
How
that
would
if there's
they
a
reach-
local tribe, that means that there are non-local tribes.
Yeah. Yeah.
how are we going to go redress our complaints? How are we finding management?
Well, my first thing is Tulio lied to me.
I did not lie.
I bet you can totally read this.
I can tell you that it's celestial, but that's just because I've seen the language before. I cannot read it.
I only heard part of that because I was plugging my headset in, sorry.
Ah,
Like the last 2 words.
I'm trying to think of where to go from here. I guess. Whoa. All right.
I was about to say, I don't know
Let me
if
collect my thoughts for a
anyone-
second. Okay. All right, boys. So we're all in agreement that we should get some kind of restitution for this.
With how much things we've had to kill because of them, yes.
this has been kind of a pain in the ass, so I would agree.
So how are we going to find them?
Could I get a perception check from everyone?
How are we gonna find them? Don't worry, they'll find us.
Oof, that's a bad one. 8.
Okay.
Ooh,
Is
that's a
that
good one.
3 or a? Okay, that's a 3 and
I'm really helping, guys, I promise.
15.
Okay.
8.
Okay. So I believe
37.
Ook- 37.
What?
Give me a second. I got passive wisdom perception 19 and I got an 18.
No,
You don't add passive, Bubba.
Aww.
Passive is like shit that like
You
your
would just
sixth sense
passively
out the
know.
corner of your eye.
Yeah. Things you would barely
Okay.
notice and then be like, ooh, what's that?
So roll plus your modifier plus your proficiency if you've got it.
Yeah.
Because I'm adding, because it doesn't add proficiency for you when you do the modifier roll.
Mm.
21.
Okay. Perfect. So yes, you and Buford would notice a rather large and rather wooden sounding beast running towards the cart.
Can you tell from which direction?
Directly behind you.
So I look down the back of the road.
As you look down the back of the road, you see what appears to be a lion with a rhino's head charging the
I
cart.
pull out my crossbow and shoot for its head.
Give me a roll. Roll to hit.
What?
do I see this or do I just?
You would see it if someone points it out.
Uh,
Because it's just beyond your eyesight as a
Oh, wait.
I'm
human.
going to say, oh shit, and cast um, Cloud of Daggers
Okay.
behind. How far away is it?
It is currently 200 feet.
Okay,
I would
so I
say
will
with
not do
for
that.
a range.
I
Realistically, it's a bit
will.
further than that, but
I'll be like, well, that fucking sucks. That right there. I'll drop, and I will not do that. I'm gonna put Where's my fucking
or
hunter?
a better way to put it is it looks about 200 feet away, but it's approaching rapidly, and it seems very large at that distance anyway.
I'm gonna put hunter's mark. Damn it! No, the range is 90 because it reads as long as you can see it,
Mm-hmm.
but it has a range.
It has a
written
proper
down.
range, yeah.
So I will hold hunter's mark until it's 90 feet away.
Okay. It'll only take about one turn, don't worry. But I'm
Yeah,
giving
I'll
you all
hold
of
that
reaction.
in my offhand, and then I'll pull one of the 3 daggers I got
Mm-hmm.
because it looks like I got to use weapon attacks for that to help me out.
Okay. Oog.
13 plus 5 piercing damage.
This would be rolling to hit. So your d20 plus your hit DC.
D20 was a 15.
Oh, 15, and then your what are you hitting with your crossbow hand?
Crossbow hand, yes.
Okay, not your longbow. So that'd be 21 plus 8 from what you got, 15.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
So that'd be
Oh.
22. That'd be a hit. So go ahead, roll damage.
With the D20.
For the damage, that would be a 1d6 plus 5 for your hand crossbow.
3 plus 5. 8.
So as your arrow goes soaring through the air, it lands perfectly on the rhino's horn, but it just embeds itself and kind of has like a Y horn now. And at this point, Tulio, I would say, would be able to see it, and Kronk, you would be able to see like the outline starting to become less blurry.
I'd pull out my rapier.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if everyone is readying up, we can roll for.
I swapped my crossbow for the longbow.
Oh my god, my dice fucking hate me today.
Oof.
8 for initiative.
6 for initiative. I'm rolling with. That's it. You're going to jail.
Just need to get this sugar dice.
I know.
Or gummy
Yeah.
dice.
Let me know when you're ready for mine, Dalty.
I'll say I'm still setting up the encounter.
Yeah, you're good. I'm dicking with mine.
So. Oh, I didn't take the names again. God damn it. I need the names this time.
Nope.
Don't want to mess with that. Where's my...
Buford. Okay. So that'll be. And Kronk. Sorry.
It was a 6.
Okay.
Is what I rolled.
Tulio.
Let's see. 8.
Oog.
3.
You rolled a d20, and that should be just your initiative bonus, Osti.
Oh, I need. Give me.
Yeah,
Some.
you're doing initiative.
So yeah,
D20
you have a +5 to your initiative alone. So.
Yeah, I beat his initiative.
I grabbed the wrong dice. I grabbed the D6.
Oh.
You fast as fuck, boy. There's no reason your fucking initiative low.
I was
I
about to
did you
say.
good.
5 plus 4.
So 9.
Oh, Jesus fuck. And I'm a 7. We're literally 9 through 5.
Shit.
Our initiatives.
So the lion rhino is going to take the first move and just.
Because it rolled a 27.
Not quite, only a 15. But still, it was enough.
Since I was holding my spell, do I get to cast it out of initiative order once he's in range?
Once he is in range, yes, since it is at the ready.
Okay.
But he's not quite going to make it in range with him still being about 200 feet out. Even with his dash, he's only going to clear about 100 of that. So he's now 100 feet out. So you have 10 more feet before he is in your hunter's mark range, but he can't really do anything else. And Oog, it is your turn.
I'm going to use my longbow. Since I saw my crossbow wasn't very effective.
Mm-hmm.
Be the biggest kids, baby.
Let's see.
Rude.
D20 is 11
Plus 8.
and 1d8.
If you're rolling to hit, it would just be plus 8 with your hit modifier on the longbow.
So 19.
There you go. Where's your AC, bitch? So yes, you hit.
Let's see, and that was Rhino.
It is a lion-bodied rhinoceros head wood puppet again.
Okay. And
If
I was
that's what
aiming
you
for
want
the
to keep calling
eyeball. Well, not the eyeball. I was aiming for the center of its head again.
it. Okay. So kind of at the horn, maybe just past it.
Just past it since I turned it to a Y, so more of its forehead.
Yeah, bet. I wouldn't say you split the horn, you just embedded the arrow in the horn.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Bet. So roll damage. So for that, for the longbow would be 1d8 plus 5.
8. It's one of these.
About to say, technically, your
There
hand
it is.
crossbow shot should have been at disadvantage since its range is only 120
You're
feet.
breaking
but
up for me.
For me,
It's
a bit
fine.
as well.
It's all good.
11.
Okay, so that's 11 more damage, and it reaches its target.
And I believe that's my turn.
Yeah, unless you'd like to do something else.
Position myself so I'm not in anyone else's way.
Yeah, I'd say
And-
you'd be off to the side regardless.
Okay. If I'm already off to the side, can I fire another attack?
Do you?
We're level 5 and he's a fighter. I don't know if he has multi-attack yet.
You have 2 weapon fighting, so if you were using 2 weapons, you would have been able to, but since you
No,
used,
it's a bow. It's a two-handed
yeah,
weapon.
I was
It's
about to
long
say, if
range.
you had 2 hand crossbows, or honestly, I'd give you your blowgun and hand crossbow, but since you used a longbow, that's a 2-handed, yeah.
Yeah.
Better
Yeah.
range.
Better range, and I think a little more hit damage.
Yeah, I was about to say, its range is 600 feet, so yeah, definitely more range. But yeah, I believe that's your turn. Because you have multi-attack, but that doesn't really take effect here, and I don't think you have... Well, you do have spells. I don't know if any would be very useful here, though.
He'd have to jump into his bonus action tab just to make sure the spell would be an option.
That's true. But yeah. I would give him a bonus action spell, honestly, since he's not needing to move or do much physical interaction here outside of firing a bow.
There you go, Austin.
Okay.
But I don't really see much that would help.
I don't think I have really a magic spell that would reach.
Or at least do damage.
Mm-hmm.
Or give
Yeah.
a good status effect.
The best thing he really has is detect magic. He has more survival spells than attack.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he is a fighter.
I would like to detect the area for other entities. So
Okay.
No, radar pulse.
yeah, radar pulse
He's
type
trying
thing.
to do a radar ping.
Make sure there's not more than just one target.
Yeah. You can detect anything within 30 feet with detect magic. You see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic and learn its school of magic, if any. Okay. So
Uh-oh.
I was about to say, you technically have a lot of magical shit around you. So as you cast
Oh
Detect
shit.
Magic, you notice a orange, almost as if a burning orange aura around the entire Mudka's meat hut. But you would notice outside of that, once you get past that thick orange, you notice that there's almost connection points and circuitry lines of gold in the trees and the ground around you.
Would I know how to cut this circuitry?
No, you would just know that it's magical circuitry. You don't really have any proficiency with magic outside of finding it, honestly.
Do I have any experience finding something like this previously?
Yeah, no. I wouldn't say you've ever interacted with the gold magic that you're finding, but the ember that's surrounding Mudkas would be that of the fire genasi and fire elves of the continent that you're from.
Okay.
The old continent.
So this gold threading throughout the woods would look new to me.
Would be a completely new magic type from what you understand of the magics, because I wouldn't say the grunge are super in touch with the natural or artificial magics of this world, even more so in this new land of Cannadill.
Alright, I'm just gonna react with a oh fuck, and that ends my turn.
Wonderful. Next up is Tulio.
I'm gonna go for a power pull attack.
Okay.
Just keeping my spear, but having the haft extend and just spearing at it.
Give me just a straight d20 roll.
Straight d20.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Nat 1, really?
Yeah, unironically, nat 1.
So as you go to thrust and extend your spear, it starts to extend and it goes to about 50 feet, and then all of a sudden you just feel this gravitational pull of the tip of the spear straight into the ground and into the path. And yeah, you stab the ground.
Delightful. I figured.
Oh, that was helpful.
I'm tried, okay?
But say the
How tight of
rhino
a grip
still
you got on this?
100 feet out, so he got like halfway there. Give him a break. It's a decent distance for a spear.
We need to send you back to school, boy.
So I'll give
Well,
you
I do
your.
well, yeah.
Yeah, what would you like to?
Do I still get a second attack after that, or?
Yes, I was gonna give that to you.
Okay.
Since it is your attuned
that's
weapon
much
too.
better. That's a 16 plus 9, so I think that hits.
Yes, that hits.
All right.
So as you retract and
Oh, perfect. And
spear.
12.
12 damage?
Yep, I got my max damage on my smackaroo there.
Wonderful. So as you thrust forward the second time, the spear extends to the full distance, about 105 feet, and perfectly splits down the center of the horn and does split it, helping the arrows that were already there, but they just fall out, and then you spear directly in the middle of the forehead. And now your spear is there. Would you like to retract it, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
Eat too weak.
Let's see. Strength is 12 plus 5, so 17.
So yes, with a hefty pull, you're able to dislodge your spear.
That's good. Like having that in my hand.
Can you do anything else?
Nope.
Alrighty. Buford.
what's the range at? Is it it's under 90?
No, it's still at 100 feet. It still hasn't had a move to, or turn to move forward.
I'll jump off and run 10 feet forward so I get within 90.
Okay. Plus, I staff hasn't stopped.
I know. I'll hit it with my prepped hunter's mark. Give me a second so I can mark my fucking spells. Hunter's mark. And then that burns 10 of my range. And I will sprint forward the rest of my 20. And that'll put me within
70?
70 feet of it, right?
Yeah, you'd be within 70 if you use your full movement speed.
What's it if I'm trying to take a ranged attack beyond the weapon's max
It's just
range?
disadvantage.
I will take that then. I'll chuck the dagger in my hand at it after I feel my hunter's mark take hold.
Okay. So, with it being Hunter's Mark, that would give you an advantage, which negates the disadvantage, so it's just a straight attack roll. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
24 to hit.
That's a hit.
So it is 4 plus, because Hunter Mark gives me
Additional damage too, yeah.
I'm just checking the fucking spell so I know what.
Yeah.
It gives me another d6 of damage that I need to roll. So 4 plus. Ooh, I'm big balling now. 6 damage.
Nice.
And then
I'll say, how would you like this to hit?
I want it to like just no spin throw, like full Naruto Shinobi, no spin, just like a dart,
Mm-hmm.
and just hit the mark that everyone keeps just picking
Keeps
at on
pinging
my
at.
forehead. I'm just gonna plant it right in the mark.
So yeah, as it goes through the air and lands its mark, it just embeds itself all the way to the hilt into the rhino's head and poking out the back of it a little bit.
And then
But it's still running.
I'll pull both my last daggers that I didn't give back since I had a total of 3 when I asked for knives from the tree fight. I'll pull my last 2 daggers, and that's the end of my turn because I've used my movement and my bonus action and my action.
And Kronk, it is on you. If he's still awake.
Kronk!
I think he's out.
Connor.
Connor boy.
Sand monkey.
Baby girl.
There we go.
He got smacked awake by his girl.
You should have used the dildo.
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
He might have died.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
You're
I
good.
know.
Don't doubt it.
You're fine.
All right, where are we at?
It is
It's
your
your turn.
turn.
Oh, it's
I
I
not
saw
within
him drooping during the 2 people ago.
It's not within distance though.
It's within
so-
100 feet. It has had its horns split and now has a dagger embedded in its forehead.
Hey, Sif, go ahead and stop.
As the cart comes to a stop, you also realize that, yeah, Buford is standing in the middle of the road about 40 feet, 50 feet now. So he's about halfway in between you and the rhino.
And I've got 30 feet, so I'm gonna run up there behind him.
Okay. But I say you could dash for double your distance, but it'll take your action.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So you would advance 30, so you're 20 feet behind Tyler or Buford. You would still have your action and bonus actions.
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing you can do within 70.
Nothing I can do within 70.
You're not willing to roll at disadvantage for any range attacks you might have?
Mm,
I was about to say, let's see.
'Cause
You
I
have your
think
hand crossbow, that
I guess I can do that hand
works.
crossbow.
Or your
that's
longbow.
Longbow's got more than enough range.
Yeah, longbow's 120, I think.
20.
Longbow's is
There.
150 to 600 range.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You got plenty of range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for out there.
Yeah. The hand crossbow, his technically has more damage than his longbow, though.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay. Roll to hit. Did it roll on the floor?
Yeah, so that's a 1.
Yeah, that's a 1. You take your shot and it whiffs right by as it's running towards you.
Damn.
Do you have a bonus action attack? Something?
Can you be useful?
Right. You can attack twice whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
So yeah, there you go. I thought you had that somewhere.
So I'll go ahead and
Our party, nothing but fighters and a bard.
We have 2 rangers. You.
I pretend to be a fighter and a bard.
I'll say
I
we got
pretend
a
to be a lot of
warlock.
things.
all right.
But
So
yeah,
I'll roll again.
only
for
one of you
that.
has celestials.
Okay, so it's a 16.
That's a hit.
All right.
Roll damage, boyo. Give me 8 more damage. Otherwise, it's about
It's
to be
a
a
9.
real wonderful. Thank you. Otherwise, your cart was about to get smashed. So how would you like for this arrow to hit?
Okay, so you said there's one already embedded in the horn.
No,
There's
the
a
horn has been
dagger
split
embedded
and
in
the
its head.
previous arrows fell out. And then a dagger went through the split and embedded in its forehead where there was an arrow. So no, there's no current arrows on it.
Just my dagger with doing the
And the
dot.
pierce mark from the spear that dislodged all the arrows by splitting
Look.
it.
To break the head off this fucking arrow and fucking launch it at that dagger and bah.
Gonna try to force it through.
My dagger.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll give you that as it soars through the air and strikes perfectly on the back of the sword. A little bit of your natural hunting wild magic erupts into a small, very small explosion to just thrust that dagger through its head and into its spine. What would be a spine? It's a wooden doll. And it just comes crashing down and slides in front of Buford.
I saved
you
your
have won.
ass. I saved your ass.
Y'all were about to get hit with a lot of damage if you didn't stop it, honestly. With its gore attack. Oof. That's why I gave it a rhino head, though. Speed of a lion, force of a rhino.
Well, I mean, damage from my crossbow is a d6 plus 7, so we were getting hit one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
That's comforting.
I'm glad I switched to my
My
longbow.
dagger out of its back if I can.
Yeah, you can go collect your things. The sap has stopped and the cart is no longer moving. You have successfully survived the encounter. What would you like to do with this wooden lion's body and rhinoceros head with a split horn? It all seems to be made out of a fine white aspen wood.
Ooh.
Does anyone have an axe or a saw?
She's not here. Yeah.
I'd like to dislocate a
have-
Let's
leg.
say
Hey,
Oog
actually,
or Kronk would have like
I
a
have a
hand
hand
axe.
axe.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this rhino head, even with the split horn, would look really cool mounted somewhere on the
Cart
cart.
on Mudka's meat hut.
Yeah, like
Right,
front
we're
door
gonna do
stuffed
that.
mount head over the front door. And then
We'll take the head.
if we want, it's already mostly split. If we split the body and and pop the joints at the legs, you got some fancy repair wood,
I was
possibly.
about to say, as far as everyone's experienced with these puppets so far, they are rather easily to disassemble once they are taken down.
Yeah, we'll just pop the head off.
Mm-hmm.
So, how heavy would the head be?
The head would feel as if it weighs about 50 to 65 pounds.
I got this.
I pick it up and I hand it to Buford, and I say, "Here's an ornament for your
Hurdy-gurdy.
instrument."
I know what I'm going to do with it.
What you doing?
I'm going to take it to the back porch.
Mm-hmm.
So is the tree on one corner and the water jug's on the other?
The tree
yeah.
is more of centered on the back half of the front porch, and
Okay.
it's grown like a vertical trunk shaft with a full like African canopy tree
Okay.
topper that's
Yeah.
just underneath the awning.
I'm taking the rhino head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting it on the back porch where I've been sitting this entire trip.
Mm-hmm.
I'll poke my head in the back door and grab like the nearest throw pillow. Put it like a cushion on
There
top of it.
aren't any pillows. You just see a pile of gold
No,
and like
fine.
golden furniture.
Fine.
Maybe a golden
I
tub in the
won't.
corner.
I won't do that then. But I'm just going to turn it into my back porch stool.
Okay. Bet.
Just put it in the corner where I've been sitting and start sitting on it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want the rest of the body for? It looks like decent quality wood.
I'll take the tail,
I want to stash at least one leg.
and we'll
I hear. Do I hear Ooglogger yell at this from the meat hut? Grab a leg.
Grab a leg for me.
Yeah. Cannon.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll haul most of this back onto the.
I go and retrieve my 2 arrows.
Okay.
We'll just haul it onto the.
Haul it all back.
Yeah.
Get it stashed.
I'll hog it back for everybody.
Fair. Wonderful. It wouldn't take you very long, honestly. The entire body would probably weigh around 200 pounds, which for you wouldn't be too hard, Buford.
Yeah, my farm boy strength kicks in.
Yeah, you hauled 150-pound bales of hay times 150 in a day. Like, this ain't much. But at this point, it would be coming close to sunset. would you like Saf to carry on through the night or set up camp in this area?
We are definitely not setting up camp. Fuck that shit. We've been attacked 3 times. She's
Let's
asking
just
for
keep
us to have
going.
a wooden dragon fuck with us.
Fuck that shit.
So you want to keep going through the night?
Keep going to. I'm gonna
Bet.
just have go as fast as these wheels will allow.
DM's discretion.
Just a second, let me... Saf just nods in great understanding and starts to slowly keep getting faster and faster until he starts hearing the wheels crack, essentially. So it's a steady climb, and you don't quite feel like it's a worrisome speed yet, but it might get there from what you feel the vibe has been thrown. Buford.
DM's discretion if I can work my way around the Mudka's meat hut and do my ritual circle on the walls, the exterior walls, to activate my tiny hut.
Ooh, make it a traveling fortress because
Only for 8 hours at a time.
I was about to say only for 8 hours every 24-hour cycle.
You
So
cut out.
after the... So for that spell, it would be active for 8 hours and then require 24 hours to recharge.
Yes, that's the whole
Yeah.
point of the spell.
Yeah.
But depending on how you read, you rules lawyer it.
Are you trying to
can
set
tell
up
me no.
multiples? That way you can activate them in sequence?
No. I just
Okay.
want to do the one for the night so we don't have to hold security. Anything that fucks with us is going to bounce off the bubble. We are going to look like a chimera. We're going to look like a rolling boulder down the road, though. So it's not like we're hiding. No one can see in. We're going to look like this big boulder spear just
Being pulled
floating
by
down
a
the road.
chimera.
No, because he'll be inside the circle. Unless you're going to keep it just to my ritual circle. And then, yeah, a chimera is pulling a boulder that floats down the road weirdly.
I'll give you... You can set up multiple runes to chain them together to increase the range, but only for the hut.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say there's some... Like, this is completely an experiment done by you, and there does seem to be some magical circuitry connections with what's already inlaid in the hut, because I don't think you're trying to edit that, unless you are, which this might go very different.
No, I'm just trying to do my ritual. I'll roll an Arcana check if you wanna. If we want the
Yeah,
dice.
let's do that.
Okay.
Give me an Arcana real quick to see if you can integrate it, or if it's gonna be an overlay. See if I make you redo it later, or if this is a new addition to the cart.
Yeah, 15 plus 6, so 21.
I'll say you can get it to connect, but it's more of a 12-year-old trying to plug and play rather than someone that actually knows what they're doing. And it happens to work.
It
So
doesn't
yeah,
have to be pretty. It's.
yeah,
I'm literally trying to give us somewhere safe to sleep, so anything that fucks with us, at least we get a warning.
yeah. I would say you were able to have a moderately strong defense system that you would definitely know if anything gets close enough to be harmful.
Yeah, cool.
But yes, if you want to set up your normal night watch as Tulio has said he will do.
Yup.
My Liamend, I'm double checking it, but yeah, it is like a once every 24-hour spell. It's a
Yeah.
feat. No.
I was about to say, and technically you have used it in the last 24 hours, but I'll give it to you.
alright, then I can poke my head out and tell Saf to slow down a little bit.
You'd only be going like 30 miles an hour at this point. The wheels can probably handle like 50. Since it is still a soft road, it's not hard concrete or gravel, it's just dirt.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say there are any like large rocks or boulders. There would just be some like roots here and there. Nothing too aggressive.
Something that would cause a little bump every once in a while, but
Yeah.
nothing.
Nothing that would break
alright.
it. But you do have a decent speed that you're keeping at, whereas before you were going like maybe 15, you're now going at like 30, like I said.
We're booking.
Yeah, you're booking it at this point. You feel rather safe, and this is probably where I'm going to wind it down for tonight, just because energy levels are low, and not everybody is in comfy places, but
Yeah.
I want an Arcana check from Tulio, real quick.
Yeah, I told.
The one time I don't take proficiency in Arcana. Oh, it's fine. I rolled an 18, and that's +5.
Wonderful. So as the protection barrier goes up and the general calm starts to take over and like feeling pretty protected, you just have a very ominous feeling coming from the front porch, almost as if someone is watching and breathing down your neck. But that's just for you. Everybody else feels very safe, very happy in your rolling boulder.
I'm going to bed.
Sounds good. Oog,
Mm-hmm.
what you up to?
Well, I'm gonna crawl into my pot of water.
So Oog uses another 10 gallons of water. So you
God.
have. So
I'm not touching
I
everyone
would say your
else's.
barrels are about 25 each. One was half during the day, so it's now down to like a third, maybe a fourth of water and a full barrel. So you still have a couple days of water, but Oog is definitely a drainage.
That's
But
why I retrieved my own water.
There
fair.
might be some grung items we might want to be looking out once we get to a bigger civilization.
Possibly, or maybe get some
Yeah.
water
Get
magic.
some upgrades for our carts.
Upgrades, people, upgrades. Put a old school hot tub on it.
Yeah.
Get the limo
Get a
hot
rock
tub.
that's enchanted with create water.
Yeah,
Have to
that'd be cool.
upgrade the wheels to get spikes in them. Make
Spikes,
them
maybe
wide.
some rubber and cushion.
Just saying a never-ending canteen might be the best investment for Oog.
Maybe.
We're gonna
Or a
But
water
yes.
hat.
Mad Max this cabin.
We are leaving off day 4 of travel.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you are now 3 days out from Cape Copper.
We're past halfway.
You're past halfway, and you have cleared 4 terraces. I know that doesn't really mean much to you right now, but it might later. And yeah, you're all bedding down for the night. Tulio's chilling on the roof with shivers and hairs standing up.
As a quick thing, can I look through my spear at like the front of the cart?
Yes, as you look through your spear, I would say you can just see. So think a golden dotted line essentially is being created and new circuitry is sprouting from the roots, but nothing on the physical plane.
Got it.
And that is where we are leaving off.